Millionaire mindset, wealth principle number 7, think assets, not income. I got to go a little bit faster. Wealth principle number 7, think assets, not income. Not income. Think assets, not income. Think in terms of need for leverageable assets and leverage of others. At low six-figure, 100% of income can come from work. At low six-figure, 100% of your income can come from work. At above six figures, at least some portion must come from leverage, not just work. To achieve 7 figures, 25%, 30% must come from leverage. And to sustain 7 figures, 60% or more has to come from leverage. Just think in terms of where you are now. 6-figure, 7-figure, it's come from leverage. Now, what are some of the assets you could think of? Just yell the answer. In business. Systems, yes. Staff, team, yes. People, yes. Assets within the business. Database, yes. What else? Real estate? Yes, of course, yes. What else? Yes, intellectual property, absolutely. In some cases, Andre knows, Coca-Cola, the brand is worth more. It's worth more than what? Yep. It's more worth than equipment and plants and factories, all that brand. Yes, intellectual property. So Kiyosaki said it very well. Rich people acquire assets. The poor, the middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. Here's how many have read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Well, here's the big myth, big misunderstanding. People read the book and they think Robert is telling them to buy real estate. How many of you get that impression? Not true. It's not true. That's not what he's saying. He's saying acquire assets. Acquire assets. And the assets come from many forms. And if you're smart as an entrepreneur, can we create assets? Yes or no? Yeah, we can acquire, we can also create from nothing to something. Few entrepreneurs get to and sustain millionaire status purely through work. You're not going to get there and you're not going to sustain it. You must own income-producing assets, not just make money. You have to utilize, manage, leverage assets as assets. Okay? So remember what I said, just making it? Earl said, I said, it's the easiest thing. Once you're making it, you have the money. How do you create? How do you utilize? How do you manage? How do you leverage assets? Not just making money. So customers as asset, brand reputation, intellectual property, IP is an asset, technology as an asset, process as an asset, territory as an asset, connections, key people, investments, so many different kinds as asset. Your brand, key. In fact, let me ask you a question. How many of you know my name? What's my name? How many can name what's my company name? Cham Junction, yes. Rubber Junction, yes. Table is Master, okay. But that's not my company name. That's the website, but that's not the company name. Emperor? Emperor something, right? You see how big that is? Can you see? This goes into personal branding. So think in terms, it's my company name worth more or is my name worth more? It's an asset. And it's an asset I want to become more valuable as time goes on. Promise you, 10 years from now, my name is going to worth a lot more than it's worth today. It's already worth quite a bit, but it's going to worth a lot more. My signature is going to worth a lot. Think if I go to the bank, I want to borrow money. Is my signature worth something, yes or no? Yeah, that's an asset too. You can create out of nothing, Usually your own assets aren't enough. OPM, other people's money, other people's resources, other people's customers and connections. OPC, so OPM, OPR, OPC. Other people's money, other people's resources, other people's customers or connections. Leverage those. How many of you can see that all these things, it's quite different how you operate as a millionaire versus even making a 6-figure income? How many can see that? It's quite different. It's actually very, very different. It's like what got you here to 6-figure won't get you to 7-figure. What got you to 7-figure won't get you to 8-figure. Same thing, 8-figure to 9-figure, same. It's very, very different. And that's why from time to time, you got to reinvent yourself to see where you want to go and who do you have to be to get there.